of Accra Academy. And this year he won this huge award, the whole Ghana, the youngest visual artist of the year, which means that what I'm doing, by the grace of God, is yielding fruits. Not him alone. I've trained a lot of young guys in the industry, those in the senior high schools, even in the universities. I normally run art talks in the universities too as well. My focus is to actually encourage or empower artists, especially the young artists, and then expose them to the broader scope of job opportunities available for them. I did visual art, I did picture making, but trust me, the things I'm doing today, even my teachers, my colleagues who also did visual art and picture making are not close to what I'm doing today. The courses we studied in school limits us to just some few areas.
I see.
Example,
so I'll come back so that we'll talk about that much more, because a man need to take of consume ensemble made a very you know, typical. I felt that that was so he said we don't study arts from primary and JHS, only senior high school, and then we're expecting that a lot of people go to the School of Performance. So I'll come to you on that. But what have you been doing as a project coordinator in terms of all of these things happening with VASEP Club?
Right, so I saw the passion he has for the arts industry, and then we came up with this touring of schools. So we decided to tour 70 schools nationwide. And we're doing 70. 70. 70.
Wow.
And we're doing it for 7 regions. So we've kind of mapped the whole region, the whole country, and we are doing it. So what the whole project is, once we go to the school, we get to the visual arts department of the school. Then we have all the students in there. Then we kind of interact with them, the understanding about the course they're doing, and then what are some of the things they think they can do after coming out from school. And then when we get those information, we then understand that they feel like the course they are doing is kind of a rejected course because they are not the brilliant students in the school. That's why they've been given that kind of course to do. So some of them are just in there to while away the time, to just finish and go out. So, and then we also bring on board, personalities who have made it in the creative arts industry. So our recent visitation, we're able to have Mr. Ajetiana, which most of the people know him, and it was such a joy for the children seeing him and he talking about the creative arts industry to them.
We'll take a quick breather here. We'll be back shortly.
Right.
So we're still having Ambassador Dr. Prince Kojo Hilton, and of course our very good friend Benjamin Uswansa, who's a project coordinator, and they're all from VASEP Club. And of course Ambassador Doctor is a Pan-African Arts Ambassador. Pan-African Arts Ambassador. All right, okay, that's why you are Ambassador. That's okay. So let's talk about the issue of the arts missing from primary to JHS. That's where my background was from. I started with dance drum. That's where I started from JHS, and gave rise to senior high school, where I joined the drama group, and then I can write and produce plays today. But it's missing, and a lot more people are also looking for me to be on the screens. But what have you done in that aspect? Have you been able to speak to policymakers, maybe the education ministry, to reintroduce it, or you feel that they are just not interested?
Great. You know, starting this, you need to start from somewhere. You can't just wake up one day and start doing something. So way back, I remember 2010, I wrote to Ghana Education Service that this is what I felt is missing in our educational system. The young ones with the gifts are not seeing the light. They are not seeing where they can do what they can do with what they have.
Right.
So allow me to go through these schools. In fact, the letter, I chased this letter several months. Several months.
You chased.
Oh, there was a time they told me, we can't find your letter. That's what they told me. But I didn't, it didn't end there. The you know, the drive here can't stop. So I went ahead and then started bringing kids in my house after close of school, from primary, JHS, even senior high school. That time we have this school called Ganata College of Arts, somewhere in around Adabraka. I sell them down.
Are they still there?
No, the school is closed down. That's another issue we need to talk about. And these students from Ganata College of Arts, after close of school, their next classroom is my house.
Wow.
Because when they come, they see set design, they see special effects, they see makeup, they see props, they see costume designs, things that I do, you know. And through that, today I can boldly say, most of the set designers we have in this country, in filmmaking and in theater, across the country, who takes the Ghana Movie Award the most, let's say for the past 7 years, are people I have trained in the industry. Yes.
Wow. And they're making money for themselves, doing what they love to do most. Indeed, our systems are not even well positioned to earn more. But again, the fact that you're doing it and you love doing it is, for me, enough. So beyond that, you're visiting about 70 senior high schools around the country.
And we've already started.
Okay.
We
tell me where
a month ago.
Okay.
So we started with
Accra
Academy.
Okay. All right.
We went to St. Mary's.
Okay.
Went to Odogono.
Okay.
And then we've been to Accra High, Accra Girls.
Okay.
Accra High.
Okay.
And then we went to Achimota and then Osu Presec.
Okay. So what do you get to tell them when you visit?
Great. So it will surprise you that a student who has been in a school for 3 years, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, don't know what to do with the career course, the course he or she is studying. And after we having that 2-hour interaction with them, it's like their eyes are now opened.
But quickly, before you even continue, is there a counseling department or unit in the schools now? I knew they were not as vibrant.
Maybe there should be an orientation when they come. There should be.
Beyond that, beyond that. The only time I get to meet, you get to meet the guidance and counseling man or woman at the time is when you have an issue with disciplinary committee. That's when you are invited to go and deal with them. But beyond that, this should be something maybe quarterly.
Quarterly. So after our interaction, the teachers are like, Kojo, we need you guys again. Maybe quarterly, visit the schools so that the students get inspired. What I do is that I encourage them. Art, listen, without artists, we'll be walking naked on the streets. Without artists, nothing could be done properly. Even we sitting here, everything you see, like you said earlier, from the beginning, everything is art. So why then do we reject this side of education? We don't. In fact, I go to certain schools and I ask them, where's your art studio or art department? I'm like, whoa, this structure. But ask of the science lab.
The science laboratory
is fully aircon. Meanwhile, we created the instruments.
Oh Lord have mercy.
In the science lab.
I see. Look, it's for me a very tall order, and it will take people such as this to do this. But how have you been? So beyond this, are you going to stay in Greater Accra for how many, or where are you going next? Let me go to.
So we have 3 schools to do in Accra.
Okay.
And then our next one is to move out of Accra to the central region.
Okay.
And then we move from there to the western, to the Bono, and then Ahafo, and our last stop is in the northern region of Ghana. That's what we intend to do. But the good thing is that we have a partnership with NAFTI.
Oh, I see.
NAFTI is on board. So, and this is it. I mean, most of the schools we've gone so far, none of the children had heard about NAFTI.
Wow.
They've not heard of
when for us at the time, the 2 places that were on our minds were School of Performing Arts or NAFTI.
They don't even. So NAFTI lecturers are on board and they come and then they expose the kind of courses they are running at NAFTI for the children. And then you could see the excitement after one of the schools, one of the one of the girls came to Ambassador and was like, thank you for, and it was so emotional.
Yeah.
It was a thank you for coming, because I saw myself as a useless student in the school. I just didn't know what to do, but I was just passing through till the end of the main course, and then I'll go look for something else. But they have a new understanding of the course they're doing, and then they are, what we do is once we leave the school, we have a platform we've created, and he does constant kind of orientation, and they come in with questions, and it's not giving them some kind of love and passion revive in the course that they are doing. So
if you don't know and you leave Volta region out, this thing is
no. I mean,
don't tell me that I left Volta.
It's in there.
Okay, so it's in there.
Volta is in there. Okay, let me just give you the. So it's a greater Accra region. We have the Eastern region, Central region, Ashanti region. We have the Western region. We have both the Borno halfway and the Bono region, and then Almighty Volta Volta region. It's likely we might even add the OT region also to it. So
I see.
So it's there.
It's there for us.
Volta region is one of the greatest arts.
Yeah, we have produced a lot more. A lot more. My uncle disagree, but we have produced a lot more. Should I continue to mention that? Anyway, so final words quickly before we wrap up on this. So, what are you calling for? Support, of course, we have given the platform. Beyond this, what?
So this project has been on for years, and trust me, I've been doing this single-handedly without any support.
I see.
But then this year, as we started this 70 school, in fact, this is like pressure on us.
I see.
Myself and my manager here, and we need financial support, especially. We need mobility, you know, hotels, you know, banks.
So where do they contact you through?
Okay, so Benjamin.
Yeah. So for now, my number is 0277 360002.
Okay, again.
0277 360002.
I see.
Benjamin.
Are there any social media platforms for you to be
Yes. So on Facebook, Prince Kojo Hilton, Ambassador Prince Kojo Hilton on Facebook. We always upload every school we visit. All the pictures are there, the videos, the interviews and everything are online. Yes, please.
Let's get to do this more. Let's get to have more conversation. Right. We wish you all the best.
Right.
So that has been Ambassador Dr. Prince Kojo Hilton, founder at VASIP Club and the Pan-African Arts Ambassador.